Put it that way. But let's move on.
Wait a minute. Hey, Terry.
He did not have the letter MS13.
It says MS13.
That was Photoshop. So let me
That was Photoshop. Terry, you can't do that. Hey, they're giving you the big break of a lifetime. You know, you're doing the interview. I picked you because, frankly, I never heard of you, but that's okay. But I picked you, Terry. But you're not being very nice. He had MS13 tattooed.
Right, we'll agree to disagree. I want to move on to something else.
Terry, do you want me to show you the picture?
I saw the picture. We'll
and you think it
agree
was
to disagree.
Photoshopped? Well,
Here we go.
Don't Photoshop it. Don't look at his hand. He had MS13.
He did have tattoos that can be interpreted that way. I'm not an expert on them. I want to turn to Ukraine, sir.
Terry,
I want to get to Ukraine.
No. He had MS as clear as you can be, not interpreted. This is why people no longer believe the news, because
when
it's
he was
fake
photographed
news.
in El Salvador, they aren't there. But let's just go. They aren't there when he's in El Salvador.
They weren't there, but they're there now, right?
No,
but they're there
in your picture.
Terry,
Ukraine, sir.
He's got MS13 on his knuckles.
All right.
Okay,
we'll take a look.
It's you do such a disservice.
We'll take a look at that,
Why don't you just say yes, he does, and go on to something else?
It's contested.
All right, now let me show you the cross-examination by Democratic Congress member Eric Swalwell of dog killer Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. Let's watch it.
You agree, though, that this is doctored, is that right?
The same protocols that are
Madam
applied
Secretary,
to every
I want you to have
individual with
credibility,
law
and
enforcement.
I want you to be taken seriously. Is this doctored or is it not
Sir,
doctored?
I am taken quite seriously
Is it
because
doctored
I approach
or
my
not
job
doctored?
with the importance that the president has given me to do
I understand.
my job.
Is it doctored or not
One thing
doctored?
that's important to remember is that every single time a case is built,
Madam
against
Secretary, I have a
individuals in
7-year-old,
the
a
same
6-year-old, and a
protocols.
3-year-old. I have a bullshit detector. I'm just asking you, is this doctored or not doctored?
Sir, the protocols in the case built against
Can you
Enrico
answer the
Garcia
question?
were exactly the same.
Madam Secretary,
I don't have
you're-
any knowledge as to that photo you're pointing to.
Okay. Can you
I
take
don't,
her?
sir.
Can you show her
I-
the photo? Walk her the photo down there. No, that one. Please take a look at this photo. It was tweeted by the president on April 21. It's been hanging out there for about a month.
So what is your point?
Now, do you see all of that together? What's really going on here? I think it's so obvious. It's why we got to come with receipts here at the Midas Touch Network. All right, so let's come with receipts as well on this topic. Remember, Donald Trump said that Vladimir Putin and Zelensky, and maybe even Donald Trump himself, that they were all going to meet in Turkey in either Ankara or Istanbul. There was going to be this major peace summit that was held. Remember, Putin over the weekend said that I'm willing to meet in Turkey. And then Zelensky's like, okay, well, I'll show up in Turkey too. Why doesn't Donald show up in Turkey? Well, Donald's not showing up because Putin isn't showing up. So now Zelensky's going to show up while Putin sends a delegation of lackeys who aren't going to do crap. But now Fox has to report on that after Fox giving all this propaganda. Oh, Donald Trump's engaged in 3-dimensional chess negotiation. No, he ain't, Fox. Here, play this clip.
President Trump and his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, will not attend tomorrow's peace talks between Kyiv and Moscow. That after learning that Putin was not on the list of attendees. A U.S. official said once we learned that, they took the president off the possible list of attendees as well. As for Ukraine's president, Volodymyr Zelensky, well, he's on his way to Turkey. He earlier said he'd only take part in talks if Putin was present. President Trump, for his part, wants the two sides to sign a 30-day ceasefire deal. We'll see if that happens.
And so as Donald Trump's hostile takeover of our government with Elon Musk and Doge, which has destroyed all of these safety protocols and has made us all much less safe, is obvious to Americans right now. And MAGA Republicans are losing in critical races across the country. I mean, they lost that major mayor's race in Omaha, Nebraska. It was the longest serving Republican incumbent in America. And Jean Stothert lost her race in Omaha. She won by like 25 points in 2021. She's been the mayor there for 12 years. Anyway, so now MAGA Republican Jesse Waters, one of the state regime propagandists on Fox, he's basically like, look, at the end of the day, I'm not even sure what his point is here, but he's like, why do we even have seatbelts in cars? I mean, well, what's gonna happen next? Are we supposed to have abortion clinics in every car? Here, play this clip.
Primetime, what are your thoughts about this?
I never even thought the government should have mandated seatbelts in cars.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what happens. You give them one thing and then they want to put everything in the car. What's next? What are they going to put an abortion clinic in every car? See, Harold, you got to stand strong.
What did you think about the slavery decision the government made?
When's the next commercial?
One more thing.
These are such vile individuals. I mean, aren't they? They just think our lives are one big joke. Really, Jesse? You think that's funny right now? You know, and I know his MAGA mush brain viewers are watching that going, oh, yeah, abortion clinics and cars, yeah. People are suffering right now. People are psychologically tortured, living paycheck to paycheck right now. People aren't getting their health care right now. Tens of millions of Americans are about to be thrown off Medicaid. And this is what y'all idiots are talking about. Are you kidding me? All right, cue in the royal Qatari family, the Al Thani family, because nothing relates to, hardworking Americans like the Al Thani Qatari royal family. So Fox does an interview with the Emir of Qatar, the Prime Minister of Qatar, rather. And here the Prime Minister of Qatar is part of the royal family. He's like, I don't see what's wrong. We bribe people all the time. I bribe you, you bribe us, we bribe. This is as our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, says, yeah, the Qataris are apparently unfamiliar with the concept of emoluments being illegal, bribes being illegal and unethical, which is entirely understandable maybe for that country. But I don't want to adopt their value system for the United States, even if our president, and I hate to call him that, embraces it completely. Here, play this clip.
I was told that you wanted to address the gift that Qatar is giving to the U.S. government, to the Defense Department of this jet.
Well, I see that this story is making a big story in the news. Look, we've been always there for the U.S. We've been a reliable ally for the U.S. and it's something between the Ministry of Defense in Qatar and the Department of Defense, and it's in the discussion between them and under legal review. Unfortunately, I see that this story is taking a different direction and is being more politicized while it's a normal government-to-government deal.
Yeah, as you know, the president's own party, there are some members who think it's unseemly or it doesn't look right. The president has said numerous times it's going to the Defense Department. It will be retrofitted for Air Force One while these other Boeing jets are delayed for Air Force One. And he said only a fool would not accept this gift on behalf of our country.
Right. First of all, we bought this airplane from an American company. It's basically part of a cooperation that we've been doing a lot together between Qatar and the United States. So I don't see a point out of this.
Did you all talk about it today?
No, actually, we didn't bring it up at all.
So more of Donald Trump on Air Force One here. This is what they programmed on state regime media last night, the Hannity show. And Donald Trump using the term Palestinian as an insult and saying Jewish Senator Chuck Schumer is a Palestinian. Okay, play this clip.
Look at Schumer. He turned out to be a Palestinian. I knew him right at the beginning. And I tell you what, Schumer's turned out, we call him the Palestinian senator, the senator from Palestine. No, Chuck Schumer is very disappointed.
What the hell is this guy talking about? I mean, he uses the term Palestinian as a smear to then also attack a Jewish senator. Why? What? How is this helping any American? I always want to bring it back to that. I want to cut through the bullshit and I want to ask, how is this making prices lower? It's not, which was what Trump's fraudulent promise was, right? How is this creating peace in Ukraine in 24 hours? It isn't. But what he does do, this is why I call this a rug pull Ponzi scheme presidency, and you'll see him do it right here, is Donald Trump claims, I fixed healthcare. I made it better. It's perfect right now. I fixed it, he says. Donald Trump signed an executive order, a bullshit executive order, where he said that he's going to lower healthcare costs by 90%. He just signs a piece of paper and says that. That's not doing it. It's not a law. It's not a real thing. Healthcare costs are not decreasing. Former President Biden was actually doing the things to decrease healthcare costs. One way to do it is to have the government negotiate across all pharmaceutical companies and pharmaceutical manufacturing companies so that you can lower prices with having a single point of negotiation. But MAGA Republicans voted against bringing what